Let me tell you something important. Life doesn't respond to hope, it responds to effort. Everyone has a dream, a big one. You know the one I'm talking about, the one that keeps whispering to you in the quiet moments. That picture in your mind of the life you were meant to live. But here's the question: are you fighting for it or just thinking about it? Now listen, dreams are free, but the journey isn't, the price. Discipline, discomfort, rejection, and persistence. But that's the deal. You can't stroll your way into greatness. You fight your way there. You see, life doesn't give you what you want, it gives you what you deserve. And what you deserve is directly connected to how much you're willing to fight. Fight for your time, fight for your habits, fight for your priorities, fight for your dream when no one else sees it, and when no one claps for you but you. Most people give up not because the dream is too far, but because the fight got too tough. But let me remind you, the pain of discipline weighs ounces, the pain of regret weighs tons, so you better choose your pain wisely. You have to learn to show up when it's raining, show up when you're tired, show up when no one is watching. That's the fight, the daily grind, and the beauty is, the more you fight for your dream, the more your dream starts fighting for you. Let others coast, you climb. Let others sleep, you rise. Let others entertain themselves, you train yourself, because the fight you endure today will shape the future you enjoy tomorrow. Your dream is waiting, but it won't walk into your life uninvited. It's waiting for you to fight for it every day, every hour, every moment. So get up, gear up, and go to war for the life you know you were meant to live. That's the fight worth having. A dream without a fight is just a fantasy. It sounds poetic, even inspiring, but behind those words lies a deep and sobering truth. Dreams, by themselves, hold no weight unless they are backed by action. The vision you hold in your mind, the life you hope to create, the success you wish to experience, none of it arrives on the wings of hope alone. It demands something more. It requires a battle, a commitment, a sacrifice, a price that must be paid in time, effort, sweat, and persistence. Many people talk about their dreams. They speak of goals, ambitions, desires for a better life. They imagine financial freedom, personal growth, meaningful relationships, and fulfilling careers. But dreaming is easy. Dreaming takes no effort. It costs nothing to imagine a better life, but turning that dream into something real, that's where the fight begins. That's where the line is drawn between those who wish and those who work. Between those who fantasize and those who build. A fantasy is something we escape to. A dream is something we chase. A fantasy lives in the mind and dies in comfort. A dream lives in the heart and survives through struggle. The moment we commit to the dream, the moment we declare we want it, truly want it, we invite the resistance, we provoke the obstacles. Life begins to test whether we mean it or not. The fight begins not when things are easy, but when we hit the wall. When we're tired, when no one believes, when setbacks show up, that's where most quit. Not because the dream was wrong, but because they didn't expect the fight. They wanted the reward without the resistance. But here's the secret: the fight is the proof. It proves you want it. It proves you're growing. It proves your dream has value. If it were easy, everyone would do it. If there were no obstacles, the reward wouldn't be worth much. The resistance is what gives the dream its meaning. Without it, your desire stays a fantasy, something nice to think about, but never something real. Every great accomplishment in history was once a dream someone fought for. Not just once, but every day. Not just in comfort, but through pain, doubt, failure, and silence. The authors who got rejected 100 times. The athletes who trained in the dark when no one was watching. The entrepreneurs who lost everything and started again. What separates them from the rest isn't brilliance. It's not luck. It's fight. They were willing to fight when others chose to fold. They showed up when it would have been easier to quit. They understood that a dream without a fight is just a fantasy. and they refused to let theirs die that way. The fight isn't always dramatic. It's not always grand. Sometimes it's choosing discipline over distraction. Sometimes it's saying no to comfort and yes to consistency. It's waking up early. It's staying late. It's reading, learning, practicing, failing, and getting back up. It's facing fear, doubt, and fatigue and pushing forward anyway. That's what separates a dreamer from a doer, a fighter from a fantasizer. People often wait for the right time to chase their dreams. They wait for motivation, for clarity, for someone to give them permission. But the truth is, there's no perfect time. The only time that exists is now. The dream doesn't become real tomorrow. It begins today with action, with struggle, with a decision to fight, even when the odds aren't perfect. And here's what's ironic. The fight we fear is the very thing that makes us stronger. The struggle doesn't weaken the dream, it shapes it. It sharpens you. It prepares you for what's ahead. You don't grow by avoiding the fight. You grow by going through it. The pain, the doubt, the setbacks, they're not signs to stop. They're signs you're in the arena. You're no longer on the sidelines of your life. You're in the game. And yes, it's messy. Yes, it's hard, but that's where transformation happens. The danger of living in fantasy is that it feels good for a while. It's comfortable to imagine the life you want without paying the price. It feels warm to stay in the dream without stepping into the discipline. But over time, that comfort turns cold because deep down, we know we're capable of more. We know the life we want is waiting, and we also know that it's not coming without a fight. That tension between what is and what could be, that gap between your comfort and your calling, it grows. And if you ignore it long enough, regret takes its place. Regret for the dream you let die because you weren't willing to fight for it. So the choice is simple. You can fantasize or you can fight. You can wish or you can work. You can stay where you are or step into the struggle required to become who you were meant to be. No one said it would be easy, but ease was never the goal. Growth is, fulfillment is, purpose is, and none of those things are handed out freely. They're earned. If you have a dream, don't treat it like a hobby. Don't treat it like a side project or an escape from boredom. Treat it like your responsibility, like your calling, like something worth protecting, nurturing, and fighting for. Because once you realize that a dream without a fight is just a fantasy, you'll stop waiting for the easy road and start walking the right one. It's your dream, your vision, your future. No one's going to fight for it like you will. So stand up, gear up, and go to war for what you believe in, not once, not someday, but today, because dreams don't die from lack of hope. They die from lack of fight. Obstacles are the gatekeepers of value. They stand between where you are and where you want to be. They are not the enemy. They are the test. Every worthwhile pursuit comes with resistance. The more valuable the dream, the stronger the obstacle. It's almost as if life is asking, do you really want this? It won't give you the treasure until you prove you're willing to push through the trial. People often misunderstand obstacles. They think a setback is a sign they're on the wrong path. But the opposite is true. A challenge means you're getting closer. You're stretching, growing, and stepping into unfamiliar territory. And it's in that discomfort where your true strength is revealed. The obstacle doesn't block the path. It is the path. It's there to refine you, not to destroy you. If the goal were easy, it wouldn't be valuable. If everyone could achieve it without effort, it wouldn't mean much. The very fact that it's hard to reach is what makes it meaningful. Obstacles create a filter. They separate those who kind of want it from those who truly do. They eliminate the casual and expose the committed. That's why the ones who press on despite failure, fear, and fatigue are the ones who eventually rise. You don't become strong by avoiding resistance. You grow through it. You don't become wise by skipping challenges. You gain wisdom by overcoming them. Each obstacle teaches something, a lesson, a skill, a mindset. It humbles you, sharpens you, and prepares you for the weight of success. Without it, you'd get what you want before you're ready to handle it. The struggle develops the strength required to sustain the reward. It's also how character is built. Comfort doesn't build character, conflict does. Obstacles test your patience, your resilience, your faith, and your discipline. And each time you push through one, you not only get closer to your goal, you become someone who's capable of achieving even greater things. That transformation is part of the reward. You start the journey with a dream, but through the obstacle, you become the kind of person who can live that dream. Many stop at the first sign of resistance. They see the wall and turn back. But what they don't realize is that the wall is not a dead end, it's a door. It's just locked, and the key is perseverance. Keep knocking, keep pushing, keep showing up, not because it's easy, but because it's worth it. The obstacle is not meant to defeat you. It's there to define you. It stands guard over the prize, asking who has the heart, the hunger, and the courage to keep going. If you want something valuable, don't fear the obstacles, face them, embrace them, because every time you do, you get one step closer to the life you were meant to live.